Every day we communicate without realizing it. The way we sit, the tone in our voice, and even how we make eye contact all send messages that words can't. A lot of the time, these unspoken signals reveal more about us than what we actually say. Nonverbal communication is the foundation of how people connect, express emotions, and understand one another. Learning to recognize it makes us better listeners, speakers, and friends. Nonverbal communication includes everything we do to share meaning without words. Facial expressions, gestures, posture, eye movement, tone of voice, and even personal space can send signals. Studies show that a large part of communication, sometimes more than 70%, happens through these nonverbal cues. Think about a time when someone said they were fine, but you could tell something was off. That's the power of nonverbal signals. They fill in emotional meaning that words can't capture. Eye contact and tone of voice are the two strongest nonverbal tools we have. Eye contact helps create connection and trust. When used naturally, it shows attention and sincerity, but too much can make people feel uncomfortable or even intimidated. Tone of voice, also called paralanguage, includes volume, pitch, speed, and pauses. You can say the same words with different tones and change their meaning completely. For example, if I say nice job in a warm, enthusiastic tone, it sounds genuine. But if I say it in a flat or sarcastic tone, it means the exact opposite. That's why tone carries emotional weight words alone can't express. The distance we keep from others, also called proxemics, varies depending on our relationship with them and our culture. For close friends and family, we're comfortable with standing closer, but for strangers, we prefer more space. For example, in the United States, people usually like about 2 to 4 feet between them in casual conversation. But in some countries, like those in Latin America or the Middle East, people stand much closer. Appearance also plays a big role in nonverbal communication. The way we dress, our hairstyle, or even how clean or put together we look send signals about our confidence, personality, and even how seriously we take the situation. For example, this well-dressed person in a suit might send signals of confidence and outgoingness. How we send nonverbal communication can completely change how others see us. It affects how people interpret our mood, our confidence, and even our honesty. For example, someone who smiles and maintains an open posture seems more trustworthy than someone who avoids eye contact and keeps their arms crossed. Strong nonverbal skills help us build better relationships both personally and professionally. They help us make conversations smoother and help us notice what others might be feeling, even when they're not saying it outright. One of the biggest challenges in communication is that nonverbal signals don't mean the same thing everywhere. A gesture that's friendly in one place can be rude in another. For example, direct eye contact is seen as respectful in the United States, but can be seen as aggressive in some Asian countries. The thumbs up gesture means good job in the United States, but in some parts of the Middle East, it's actually an insult. Even how people smile or use touch varies. In some countries, people greet others with hugs or kisses on the cheek, while in the United States, a handshake is preferred. Understanding how these differences help us avoid misunderstandings and show respect for others' cultures. Nonverbal communication is the invisible language we all speak. It shapes how others see us and how we connect. Every movement, glance, and tone of voice adds meaning to our words, whether you're in school, at work, or just hanging out with friends. Being aware of your nonverbal signals can make you a more confident and empathetic communicator. So remember, even when you're silent, your body is still speaking. Make sure it's saying what you want it to say. Thank you.